Welcome to 90 Day Fiance.
Three-way.
Play.
All right. Episode 1, 90 Day Fiance the other way.
Oh, is this our third season?
Yes.
Oh my.
It is.
Of the other way.
No, it's a second season of the other way. For us, I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
It's our second season, but it's
The
their
third
third
season.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. How's it going?
Good on this end. You know, doing some kid stuff. Checking out them preschools. How about you guys?
Not much. Same old. Who should we start off with?
Let's do the new couple, Ellie and Victor.
Are they new?
Yes, they are
Okay.
brand new.
Sure. So we don't really meet Victor at all in this episode. We are introduced to Ellie. She comes across as this nice, run-of-the-mill, kind of naive, innocent lady. She's 45 years old. She's dating a younger guy, Victor. They go into her backstory. She grew up on a farm, kind of isolated, and she has that kind of like sister wife vibe, you know what I mean?
She does.
And then she grows up and then she gets married. And they have like a nice, like typical romantic relationship. And then come to find out, I think I said 11 months later, he dies in his sleep when they're on vacation from an overdose of painkillers. And then she said that
Isn't
really
that crazy?
Yeah, it really affected her, of course. And then she just pours herself into her work in Seattle and she starts this pizza place. And she's kind of like, trying to recover, trying to like live her best life. And then she goes on vacation and she meets Victor. And so when we see Victor, I'm getting a lot of like Stephanie vibes,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to say, I didn't want to be like, I'm already been like, this guy's a womanizer. But this guy's a womanizer.
And we learned that is the case, right?
Yeah. He looks like very suave and what's the word, like gregarious, very jovial individual. And he kind of just sweeps her off her feet. And after, they get together for a while, she ends up extending her vacation like an extra 2 weeks in order to stay with him. And, they could have just like really had this whirlwind romance and they fall in love basically. And then she goes back to Seattle and then she decides she's going to ruin her life and go live with Victor. She's going to sell her pizza place, her business that she built by herself from the ground up. She's going to sell it. She's going to sell her stuff and she's going to go live with Victor. And the reason why this is extra cray-cray is because this is after we found out that Victor cheated on her like egregiously while she was gone.
Oh gosh.
Like he had this whole relationship behind her back. It wasn't like a one-night stand. It was like he was with somebody and then the person that he was with was the one that texted Ellie. It wasn't even Victor who admitted it. And when she confronted him, he denied it. Just like red flag after red flag after red flag. And so her whole sort of like excuse for still trying to go over there and move. Because, she set up her own business. She is doing things that are somewhat rational. And she knows that it's crazy. But her excuse is that, love makes you crazy. And that's why she's doing it. What do you guys think?
Would you do something so crazy when you already know that the ending is likely to fail?
No, sell everything.
Yeah.
Sell your business. Even
You
her
want to
friend.
give everything up? Yeah.
Even her friend is like, "What are you doing? He's not even trustworthy." If you've had that whirlwind romance and he didn't cheat on you, I would have been like, great, things are happening really fast, but I'm happy for you. But he straight up lied to you and lied to the other woman. And then when you confronted him, he still continued to lie about it. And then he said that it was her fault. She manipulated him and
That's
blackmailed him or some nonsense like that.
that's yeah, it's a straight up lie because you see the stuff that she texted to Ellie. You could tell that he was feeding her things to say. Like she called Ellie the ex-girlfriend, and you could tell like it's probably Victor saying that, oh, this is my ex-girlfriend, don't worry about her. He's trying to do it well, like with both of them. So you could tell he's just like straight up lying.
Why? Why would she, Ellie? Ellie.
What would you tell somebody he was gonna do that? Like, how could you make them be not crazy?
I don't
Is there
think
nothing you
there's
could say?
anything you could say to a crazy person who wants to like get rid of everything for this person because
Mhm.
they've made up their mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even she knows that there's nothing anyone can say to basically undo her decision.
Yeah, and she knows. That's the thing. Like she knows she's being crazy, but she's like, it's love. What makes you crazy? I love him.
Why can't
And I
she
think
try something else? Why can't she try
ex-
loving other people closer to you where you don't
it's
have to give
probably
up the pizza place?
exactly. It's probably just those like feelings though. Like he just made her feel some type of way, and like it's giving her these sort of like fairy tale vibe that she's like really latching onto. And I think a lot of it's because of her trauma with her past husband, the fact that he passed away so quickly and suddenly. It's probably just she's like desperate for love and to be in love, you know? She needs that.
I don't know. This is a mistake.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where it's gonna be like we're gonna be yelling at the screen, like Ellie, you need to stop.
When she told me that the guy cheated on her, I was yelling at the screen. I was just like, "Are you kidding me? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? What are you?"
She's one of those. She's one of those where she's stupid and she knows she's being stupid, but she can't help it. So it's like watching a train wreck. Like you just
It,
can't take your eyes off of it.
it's pretty much watching a train wreck. This is a
Yeah.
disaster waiting to happen. And so it's
Yeah.
just like I don't even feel bad when he like, makes a fool out of you
Hmm.
in like the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Which I mean, this is pending if he's alive, so we're not actually even sure.
Yeah. I mean, she seems really nice, so that's the sad part. But it's just like you, even if you're really nice, it's like I mean, it's you. You're the problem.
You're the problem. Oh, I feel
Yeah.
so bad for her.
Yeah. And he does seem like, doesn't he seem like one of those people who's like, he's this like exotic, so, so yeah, like suave, like so suave, like just sweep you off your feet kind of vibe.
That's what all
You
these,
know?
these dudes from the islands try to do. They
Yeah.
try to sweep you off your feet.
Well, I feel like they do it because it's part of the tourism. Like they try to give people an experience, but like it gives them the power to like, manipulate people as at will, and there's a lot of people there who are just like so naive and will believe them. People like Ellie.
She's a fool. You're making a mistake.
Yeah. Poor Ellie.
What do you
She's
think?
already crying. She's already crying when her friend is telling her, like, okay, what are you doing? You're ruining your life. You're selling everything. So she knows deep inside this is
Mhm.
not good.
Yeah. The only thing I'll say that is different from Stephanie is like she's going to live with him, so there's no like suspicion that he's trying to come to America, you know?
Yeah, he just wants her money.
Yeah.
Yeah, her pizza
Well, that's
money.
the thing that sucks for her, like what her friend said. The thing that sucks for her, like what her friend said, is basically when it goes to shit, you're gonna be by yourself.
Yeah. She has no support. That's what she said. She seemed like such a good friend. What was her
What's her
name?
name?
Oh,
Hisaka.
here it was like Hiragami or something.
I don't think that's right. That doesn't sound like a
Harumi,
Japanese.
Harumi or something.
Harumi sounds right.
Harumi.
Was it
That sounds like
Harumi? I don't know.
that sounds
I
like
think
a
it was
Japanese
something like
name.
that.
Yeah. Oh man.
Okay, well, that's pretty
The
much it
best
for
recap show.
them.
Okay.
Anything else on her?
No, I'm excited to see what's going to happen here. I hope there's some funny stuff.
Yeah.
What kind of vibes are you guys getting for like, couples contender of the year? Where do you guys rank them?
What do you mean, as like the best couple, or as in?
Yeah, what's your feeling so far? Like, oh, I'm excited for this couple, or I'm not really.
I am not excited for this couple. I feel like it's going to be a lot of crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems too real.
Yeah.
Like she's gonna be a victim.
Yeah.
So it seems like, yeah.
And we're all gonna be like, I mean, can't really feel bad for you, girl.
Because you should have known better.
Yeah, you should have known better.
Go back to your pizza.
Oh, she's gonna give that.
She looks
up.
so happy. She looks so
She
happy
did.
there.
Exactly. Why can't she get together with her business partner? He was adorable.
Wasn't he?
Yeah, I thought so.
All right, let's move on to Evelyn and Corey.
Oh, Evelyn from Ecuador and Corey from Washington, who met 6 years ago while Corey was backpacking. That Evelyn and Corey.
Yes.
Well, they had a love at first sight, and they seem to be having quite a good time together. And so they wanted to explore their relationship. So Evelyn went to Washington to feel out what living with Corey would be like. But again, something about these Washington woods, guys, that nobody likes. We're 2 for 2 on people who move to Washington and don't like the woods.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there's monsters. What do you guys think?
Maybe it just gives you this feeling of like isolation and craziness or something.
Yeah. You're in the
Blair
Pacific
Witch Project.
Northwest. Exactly. Wasn't that where the Blair Witch was? I think it was actually.
Mm-hmm.
Washington State. I don't know. So because she didn't want to go, and in order for their relationship to work, Corey would have to move to Ecuador for Evelyn. So they had talks about getting married, but Senorita doesn't ever want to get married at all, like she said. So Corey tells us, though, that personal news for him, that because his father died, came to the realization that time is not known. And so he felt like he had to propose to Evelyn. And Evelyn was dragging her feet about this whole setting a date thing because she didn't feel like he was ready and that he wasn't making the concessions that she needed in order to know whether or not this relationship was going to work. And I guess part of that was learning Spanish. But like if you're living in Ecuador and you don't speak Spanish yet after that long, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, they do what they do best. They break up. So we got a Ross and Rachel situation here, guys. Are they on a break or are they broken up?
They were on a break.
They're broken up. They were broken up. Come on. Let's be real.
I think they're on a break. If you say break, then it's a break.
But they're not together.
Exactly.
But it's not breaking up. It's like we're on a break. We're taking a breather. It's not like
That's not what she said. She
said break.
No, that's not what she said.
She didn't say break. She said we're taking a break.
I felt like they were broken up. I was with Corey on this one. They were broken up. You don't think they were broken up? They're on a break?
I think they're on a break.
We can debate this over time.
I'm on the broken up.
Yeah. They were broken. I feel like they were broken up. And so if I was broken up, I would do what Corey did. I would find myself, and he found himself in Peru with a new boo named Jenny from the block. And they apparently were hanging out for several days. And so, but unfortunately, because the coronavirus kicked in, Corey had to go back to Ecuador in quarantine, where he and Evelyn basically hash it out, right? And so Evelyn finds out through a friend of a friend that he was hooking up with Jenny in Peru, but Corey and his erectile dysfunction said that nothing really happened. So now they run a bar. They have a wedding date set. They share this news with Evelyn's family. But it wouldn't be 90 Day Guys if it wasn't some mystery to solve. What do we think this mystery is?
He had sex with her.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It would be more interesting if like he had a love child. That'd be real good,
Right?
right? Wouldn't that be
Ooh.
good? Oh, it'd be really good. But I feel like they just had sex. Or maybe
Yeah.
the other one that I was thinking is it wasn't just Jenny.
Mm.
Wouldn't that be
Oh,
good?
wow.
There were other women involved.
Mhm.
But you know, I don't really like these couple, but you know who I do like? My new girl Leslie. She hates him. She's
Oh,
not
man.
having it. She's
Yeah.
not gonna fall for his tricks and deceptive tactics, guys. So
Yeah, and
what do we think of this couple?
well, I mean, Leslie already hates him just thinking that he just like went out and party. She doesn't even know that he was with somebody else. Can you imagine when she finds out? It's gonna be crazy.
Oh, it's gonna be real good. I want him to like get slapped, Jovi style.
Yeah.
Be real good.
Also, like when I'm on the 90-day socials, you know, Corey is one of the ones who are like who really promotes his OnlyFans.
You know, that's a good income stream. Don't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, he probably makes more at the OnlyFans than that bar, I'm sure.
The bar's probably doing nothing. It's probably making like 10 pesos a day. I don't know what the actual Ecuadorian money is. Sorry, Ecuador.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's making bank from that.
Does
So
he do the bend over, pull apart?
I don't know, but I mean, I wonder what these 90-day people on OnlyFans, like, how far do they go? You know, I'm curious. I'm not gonna spend money to find out, but I do want to know because they had
I
the
was
one.
gonna say that could be
Yeah,
a
I mean,
thing.
yeah,
That could be premium content for us to subscribe to these OnlyFans and review them for fans.
they must like not go all the way because they still have to be on the show, you know.
I don't know.
They show their private parts.
But I'm sure they don't have any videos of like stuff, you know, because like I don't think the 90-day would accept them stuff if they did that, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I think they'll accept a lot of things.
They obviously been on the other way previously. Did you see what happened with them?
with these two?
B?
With Evelyn and Corey?
Yeah, the first season that they were on.
Yeah, it was basically their whole recap
Mhm.
about like what happened with his father, about how he wanted to marry Evelyn, but Evelyn was against being married.
At all.
At all. How he's like the town joke because I guess they call him like Evelyn's ex-boyfriend's name because everybody liked her ex-boyfriend, but you know, they don't like Corey that much.
How come they don't like Corey?
I don't know. I think one, he doesn't speak Spanish at all. Like he's been there, which I don't understand because he's been there for like a long time, like
6
2
years
years
now.
6
Yeah,
years.
it'd be 6
And he
years
hasn't picked
together.
up any Spanish.
I know.
How
Come
is
on.
that possible?
Even I know a little bit of Spanish from 3 years of like high school terrible Spanish.
1 hour a
I
day.
know. Come on. Even I can say that I look like a pink shrimp.
He's so bad. I don't know. He wasn't as cool as her ex.
Okay.
Did they show her ex?
No.
Oh.
But I feel like Evelyn is not likable to me at all.
Why not?
At
At all? Every
At
time you say
all.
that, I'm going to go at all.
Yeah.
How come? How come you don't like her?
I don't know. She comes off as mean.
Mean? How?
Me.
I didn't pick up mean vibes.
What did you pick up?
Self-centered, kind of narcissistic. A little bit.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Like all about me and what I want. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah. I felt standoffish.
Yeah, cold.
Yeah. But I mean, she's honest of like how she feels though, which is good, which I like.
Right.
But why would you agree to marry this guy if you don't, if at all, don't want to get married?
She loves him at all.
That's not lie. I can tell she doesn't.
It's
Right?
true.
It
It's
feels
true.
so, it
Yeah.
feels like she hates him, like the
I-
contempt.
Yes, I feel
Yeah.
like she doesn't even want to be around him. Even from like when they quarantined together, and she was just like, "You wouldn't even be here, and we wouldn't even be together if it wasn't for this quarantine." I'm like, then let him go back to fucking America.
That's what I feel like my issue is with her. It's like she
Yeah.
hates him.
That's true. I do get that vibe that she barely tolerates him. Yeah.
At minimum, yeah.
And that's how it was their first season too. It was the same way. It felt like she hated him.
Because he wasn't doing the stuff that she needed, and he's still not doing it. So it seems like nothing's gonna change, you know.
Yes.
And now she has Leslie to deal with. Leslie like hates him. So
Wow. She
Yeah,
really
Leslie's my girl.
does. And she just straight up tells him she's the same as Evelyn. No sugarcoating anything. Which is fine. But the family, the mom was really happy. So she welcomes Corey into the family.
they don't know.
She sure
They don't know the
did.
real.
Yeah, she sure really liked him. She's like, I've always liked Corey. But meanwhile, Leslie's like, no te creo, bitch.
Yeah. And she don't even know the truth.
I know. Oh my God, I can't wait to know what this mystery is and for Leslie to find out.
Do you guys remember? I don't know. Okay, one really funny scene was that last season was that Corey was trying to impress her family. So he started to do like magic tricks and like card tricks. And then her family all got scared and said he was doing like devil work. They were like, what is it? They all ran off and he was like left by himself.
Let's watch that one.
That's the
Yes.
first season. We didn't watch that one.
Yeah.
You need to watch it. It was hilarious. He thought like, oh, this is a way I could
Oh,
break the
man.
ice, get on their good side. I'll make them laugh.
You should have recapped that.
Who doesn't like magic?
Like the Demon Church. That one was good.
Right.
I was cracking up.
Yeah, no, you guys would have been cracking up at his magic show and the reaction of Evelyn's family. They were the grandma special. She was like when he made something disappear, she was just like totally aghast and like, this is devil work.
I'm gonna wait. Maybe they'll recap it for us.
Yeah. So it was so sad. Whatever he tried, it just doesn't work. He tries all these, and it will never work as long as Evelyn's dark cloud is hanging over him, just like full of hate towards him.
Full of hate. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, and plus like he made it even worse by what he did in Peru. So it's like they're never gonna recover.
No,
I know.
I feel like once you get to the cheating thing, then it's just like give it up.
Yeah.
There's no way. This will always be something that can be used against you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do cheat, then you have to forever be on your knees. in the
Yeah, correct.
relationship.
I agree. And not even that. You could be the perfect husband for 15 years.
Yes.
And then one day you guys be like, well, remember that time you cheated on me? I'm like, been 15 years. You gotta let it go. Would you let it go?
Who, me?
Either of you. If it's been 15 years.
I feel like I could.
Yeah. I would Hillary Clinton that shit. Like if she could like eat that, it's fine.
Yeah, so you just got to eat it sometimes.
that's
You know,
right.
you just got to eat that. In the famous words of Yara, just got to eat that
You
shit.
gotta just eat that shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, if you can't let it go, then there's no point in continuing.
Yeah. You can never bring it up. Like if you
Right.
forgive them, I feel like you can never bring it up again.
Yes, exactly. I mean, you have to go through. I mean, life is so dynamic. It's very long, many ups and downs. Sometimes people mess up, and if it's worth it, you stick it out.
So what are we saying here? Should Ellie stick it out?
Ellie, no, and neither should Corey. Corey should go off with what's her name?
Jenny?
Oh,
Jenny
yes, yeah,
Jenny
the
from the block?
Peruvian. Evelyn hates you, man.
Evelyn hates you. Go with Jenny.
Learn Spanish and then go with Jenny.
Oh, yeah. Also, you're gonna have the same issue in Peru. They also speak Spanish. Be step one.
But then they won't know that he already spent 6 years, trying to speak and not learning anything. At least in Peru, they'll be like, "Oh, he's new. That's all right. He doesn't know yet."
That's true. But you would think after running a bar, living in Ecuador, being like with your, novia full time, that you would speak some kind of intermediate Spanish.
It's incredible. You have to actually try to not learn.
That's what I mean. It's just like, this is immersion at its finest, sir. You are not not trying. I guess I'm with Evelyn on this one. Like, he really didn't try.
All right. So are you guys looking forward to Evelyn and Corey?
I don't hate them the most.
I hate them the most.
You think so? Yeah. I don't hate them the most. Who, girl?
Yeah, I don't think it's who.
Ari and Biniyam.
I love them the most.
Hate them the most.
I love them the most.
In my heart, I really don't want to. And how cute that baby is, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna love this storyline.
Because it's real. Because it's gonna be real.
It's pretty real. Yeah, it's pretty real.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be sad. It's not gonna be like super negative, but it's just gonna be sad.
Oh no!
Like, she's not gonna come back to Ethiopia, guys. I'm really scared.
Okay,
but I do like them as a couple.
Me too.
For now, we don't know.
Yeah.
Let's talk about them. Speaking of them, let's do Ari and Biniyam. We start off with Ari looking very settled into Ethiopian life. And how they met was 2 years ago. She was traveling and she had just filed for her divorce of 10 years, which is crazy. She was married for 10 years. And then she basically saw Biniyam and was like, hey, this looks like good stuff right there. And she pursued him and she got pregnant 3 months later. And she went back home, and I guess spent a lot of her pregnancy back in the US. And then she came back to give birth because she found out that Biniyam can't do a visa as easily as she thought he could to the US. So she went back to Ethiopia with her mom. And Biniyam talks about how this was very stressful for him because they did not like any of the housing situations that he had prepared for them. And then we cut back to current time, in which they are in a 3-bedroom with a live-in nanny for $200 a month. Good Lord, that sounds amazing.
Where is she getting the $200?
And so then we find out that her parents is helping them.
Oh, I guess they're rich. It's a doctor and a nurse.
Right.
Family.
No, yes. They are definitely, yes. Her parents are definitely rich.
$200 is nothing.
I know. A live-in nanny
who
cooks and cleans.
Dude, my Amazon bill is more than that weekly.
Oh, for sure. Yes. And their place looks really nice. I love her situation with the live-in nanny. Like, making injera bread for her. Cooking. I was like, oh my God, I would die. I love injera. Okay. And so Ari talks about how she's basically alone, though. Even though Biniyam isn't working, he still goes to the club sometimes. But Mimi, who is the live-in nanny, has become like her best friend, teaches her the language, how to cook, helps her with the family life. But she also still talks to her ex-husband. Dun, dun, dun.
I didn't know that was a live-in nanny. I thought that was the mom for some reason. Did I miss a scene?
No, that is the live-in nanny.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah, she was.
For a nanny, right?
Yes.
I was expecting the worst.
Yes. No, she was. And she says that she talks to her ex-husband a lot, that's her best friend. And she keeps repeating this over and over. He is my best friend. He is my best friend. And even the live-in nanny's like, okay. But, in this culture, we don't really talk to our ex-husbands like that. And then I was thinking like it would be kind of weird in our culture
I was gonna
too.
say, I'm American and I wouldn't do that.
Yes, that is weird.
Yeah.
And
That's a Ari thing. She's weird.
yeah, and the especially what happened to Bit, and this is how I feel like there may be somebody up there designing all of this in our lives, because you know how that freaking Hurricane Ida came on the exact day as Katrina, to the day 16 years later. You know, I'm digressing, but okay, you know how that's happening right now. So what happened to Biniyam is, with his last marriage, his ex-wife left him for her ex-husband. And so now Ari is best friends with her ex-husband, and he's coming to visit. It's like, is this stuff written in the stars? I feel like this is like, you can't even
Hang
write
on.
this
She
stuff.
was already best friends with him though, before she met the other dude.
Before she met Biniyam.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's
Well,
like,
yeah, that
you
was her
can't-
ex-husband.
Yeah, but you can't undo best friends.
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, but can you? Yes, that he happened to be walking down the street, and she did at that moment too, and they locked eyes and decided to hook up, and he ended up hooking up with somebody whose best friend was her ex-husband. I mean, what are the chances of that?
To
After
Biniyam,
he,
100%.
yes, after he had just, lost his ex-wife, who also had his child, to the ex. Isn't that crazy? I mean, because how often is it that your ex is your best friend? I don't know.
Pretty rare.
I'm sure it happens, but
Pretty rare. But I feel like it does happen.
Exactly. Yes, I think it does happen, but I feel like it's probably not the common thing. I mean, it's not the common thing. And for Biniyam, for that to happen, I don't know. It's like cosmic genius or something. I don't know.
It's the best luck.
I know.
Well, you know what? The other thing that was hilarious is like, well, you'll see that, you know, we're like brother and sister. I'm like, girl, you used to bone. Relax. You're not like brother and sister.
I feel the exact same way. No.
But I mean, I could see like, yeah, like they could be friends, like best friends.
Did you hear
Like
the
maybe
sisters?
their romance like kind of faded away and they wanted different things, but they don't like hate each other, but they just wanted to do different things and get divorced. But they still wanted, like, they still have like a really good friendship side to their relationship.
Yeah, maybe they were real friends. But I agree with the sisters that this is that WPS, guys.
Wow, they actually came out and said that.
What
Can you
did they
believe
say?
it?
The WPS.
What's that?
The sister said this is some white people shit.
Oh yeah, I remember.
That's that WPS, guys.
Do you think Ari framed it correctly? Like, to tell them? Do you think she went about it the right way?
She should not have said my ex-husband. She'd be like, this is my friend.
Who just happened to be my
Yeah. Well, they didn't ask. Be like, oh,
ex-husband.
how are you guys friends? Well, we used to be married, but we're better friends. I mean-
Well, they're gonna find out anyways. It doesn't really
Yeah.
matter.
But then you can sell it. I mean, don't sell it as like, oh, I love my ex-husband. That's weird. Oh, I love my best friend. They mean
Mhm.
two different things. Don't you think?
Yeah, she should have done it like she did, like it was nothing, as opposed to like being super excited.
Exactly. And don't say ex-husband. That's weird.
And those say you have good news.
Yeah, my ex-husband is coming.
Exactly. The sisters were looking at each other like, what? That's not good news. Like, why did you say good news?
Who is that good news for?
I know.
What should she say instead of ex-husband? Old lover,
Friend. My best friend.
previous husband.
My best friend.
Oh, okay, yeah, best friend. That's good.
Those sisters are intimidating. I like them. I like them a lot, but I don't know, if I was Ari, I wouldn't feel close to them either. They sold her out. Did you see that part where the sister was like, well, you stayed with him by yourself while you were in New Jersey. Did you tell Biniyam? Go tell Biniyam what you did. Go tell your man. And then we see Ari in like in an interview, and she's just like, I told that to her in confidence. She told me things in confidence. I told her things in confidence, and here she is like saying it out in the open.
Why is that in confidence though? Shouldn't have shared.
Exactly. Like, why would you share that with your husband's sister?
Yeah.
Same way that came out, and Biniyam was not happy about it. He's like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And she's like, "Because it was nothing." Yeah, it's like, all right, did you guys do it?
See, where I think is if there's really nothing to say, then you say it.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like, well, there's nothing to tell. So yeah, I'm gonna hang out with my friend who happens to be my ex-husband.
We slept in 2 different rooms.
But
For
there's an
5
adjoining
months.
hallway.
I know, like, okay.
I don't know. I made that up.
But she was 4 months pregnant. That's really weird to have sex with somebody when you're pregnant.
You mean
somebody,
in general or?
No, it's somebody who is like not. Isn't that? I don't know. Just the thought of that. Maybe I don't know. It's something new to me. Maybe I'm being judgmental, but as in like somebody who isn't the father, that you're still seeing. You're like married to that person who is the baby daddy, but you cheat on him while you're pregnant with your ex-husband. I don't know. I believe her on this one that she didn't do it because it just sounds too crazy to me. Sounds unbelievable.
I agree with
Yeah. He seems like a good looking guy, so he doesn't need to like beg for it, it seems. Yeah.
He's a doctor now.
Yes, I
He has a
agree.
doctorate.
He was not bad looking.
Ooh, you digging the Argentinians now?
Yes, Ari, even Biniyam is very cute. Ari, she has good taste. She doesn't mess around, that Ari. Anyway, I'm so excited to see where their story goes.
Oh, I'm not. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for them.
Yeah. TLC is previewing it like she balances and she never comes back. So we'll see.
Like, I don't know what he did, but I'm really nervous.
All right, let's move on. Who else?
We got Steven and Alina.
All right, let's hear about them.
All right. Well, let's get to know Salt Lake City's finest, Mormon Steve. He's living his best life in his parents' basement.
Mormon.
Oh, man. Guys, I'm really trying really hard to like this guy, but it seems like I don't have to try that hard because I love him. I love his goofy ass laugh and his weirdness and how he has to excuse himself to go fart. So Steven met Alina through a language exchange website, and they had an instant bond because she was learning English and he was learning Russian for a mission that he was going to do. So, originally, I guess she didn't really want to meet him after they had been exchanging messages because the Mormonism probably being a cult. So in order to convince that he wasn't going to murder her for her organs, he convinced her and her mom to go. Oh, man. So this is a smooth operator if I've ever seen one. Bring your mom to your first date to chaperone. Love it. Love everything about it. So we find out through their friends and family meal that he and Alina are moving to Turkey since the borders are closed between US and Russia. But they can both go to Turkey, and that's where they can start their lives together. So how crazy is it, though, that you go to a country that neither of you are from and neither of you speak the language, and you have to get married at? Would you do that for love? To make you do crazy things?
I mean, they're young. They can recover if it's a mistake. Right?
Oh my God. It's such a humongous mistake, though. You don't think it's that big? It's huge. This is huge. And she's 20.
Well, how old is he?
25.
Yeah, I mean, they're still young. They can recover and just learn life lessons.
Oh, man. I don't know. I'm really nervous. I'm also nervous for this couple because it's a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Would you do this, B? Would you go to a country that you're not from to get married? To go to a country that you're also not from to live?
No.
Oh, man. Is he crazy?
Maybe. Well, yeah, I think he's just naive. He's just being practical. He seems like he's very practically minded. Like, to be honest, he seems like he's on the spectrum. Like he's not really.
I
Yes.
feel like also there was something that was not really what we would consider appropriate behavior. I didn't know what to say, but I was picking up on some vibes.
Yeah, like he's not picking up on like general social cues. He's kind of just like being his own self and just like not really caring about like what is appropriate. So he seems like he's just being practical, and his mind doesn't care if it seems weird or crazy. You know.
Well, speaking of crazy, what's even crazier is that these two hoes have only known each other for 2 weeks. So what the actual fuck though?
Like 2 weeks so
I don't know. I'm
far.
worried.
In total 2 weeks of like
No,
basically meeting each other, of spending time together.
was it 2 weeks like just spending time with each other, but they've known each other online for longer, right?
Okay, we watched the show long enough to know that the online relationship thing is not a proxy for actually being together. So these have been the shortest amount of like time spent together before being married.
It's young love.
Oh God, this is a mistake.
Is she our new Julia?
I don't know. Too soon to judge. I love Julia.
She kind of gives me like those vibes, like with her, I don't know, with all those pictures and videos that they were showing of her.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, this whole thing could just be a moot point if she doesn't become a Mormon.
Yeah. Right. Do you think she'll convert?
No. She's probably Russian Orthodox.
She did not look like she would be interested in it.
Yeah.
She didn't look like she wanted to obey all those rules, you know?
Right.
Oh man, I'm really nervous for these kids. Oh.
Can you imagine you're young and you just want to give up all your partying and drinking and going out?
He just seemed like he wasn't into it. Plus, he's Mormon. You can't drink anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she looks into it.
I know.
Yeah.
She's Russian. All that vodka, that's like water.
Yes. I'm curious.
Same. Yeah. I'm curious. I'm cautiously optimistic. I guess we'll also learn what Stephen with a V's mystery is. He also has a mystery that we can't wait to solve.
Oh, he hasn't been true to the church.
Oh, you think he was out drinking and partying?
I don't know. It could be anything.
Yeah. I mean, what are like some things that we know about Mormonism that he couldn't have been following the standards of?
I mean, it could be as innocent as like coffee, or something as major as like he mated with his mission partner or something.
Mated with his mission partner.
He mated with him.
Or he mated with her. With
that
Alina,
was a polite
right?
way to say that he was gay.
Or he mated with Alina. Wait, that was her name, right?
Yeah. But he says she doesn't know. These are things that she doesn't know.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, let's see what happens with his secret is.
Yeah, we'll see what the secrets are. Well, we got a superstar couple coming up.
Sumit and Jenny, our favorite.
Our faves.
I love them.
Sumit. Oh man, there was a lot of them this episode. Right? Okay. So it turns out they do a recap of everything. She was being catfished by him. And then he like finally sent his real picture, and then she loved the real him even more than the catfish him.
Lies.
All right. And so then she went to visit him, and in that visit she found out that he was in an arranged marriage. Another lie. So they could not get married. He was already married. Then she went back to the US. Then she came back, and then she found out that the parents don't want them to get married. And basically, it's just a constant struggle between Jenny trying to get Sumit to marry her so she can stay in the country and they can be together forever. So they go to an astrologer who tells them that they should not force the marriage. Okay. If they do, it will ruin everything and they will always fight. And Jenny's like, F it. I'm tired of this. Stop listening to all these crazy people like your parents and the astrologer. Just marry me already. And in that time, while she's in India, she gets an email saying that her visa is closed, which is different from approved, which is what she's normally seen. And she's starting to freak out. They can't go anywhere because of COVID. They can't go to Nepal. Sumit can't go anywhere because his in-laws took his passport. And she's like, all right, you better marry me now or else I'm going back to the US and I'm never coming back.
Oh, she freaked the fuck out.
She lost it.
She did.
You could see that buildup. Like she would, like, you know, you shook the can and then like opened it. That was Jenny.
Yeah. She destroyed that chair.
She sure did. Right.
TLC really showcased that chair. Every preview of the chair.
I thought we would have to wait a long time to see the scene. I was so happy that they showed it.
Yeah, me too.
Did you see this come? Like, did you think Jenny had this in her?
Honestly, no. She was just so nice. Like every time he did something to her, she just cried. So was this the straw that broke the camel's back?
She cried. She had her nice little grandma voice, and I can't even do her voice, but it's very distinct as a grandma voice.
But she's totally justified in her reaction, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He keeps on messing up. I mean, he's likable though. Like for some reason, I like him, but he keeps on doing things that are not fair. It's not right the way he's done Jenny. You see his face, like when Jenny's describing his catfish. He's just kind of sitting there, doesn't know what to do, doesn't know how to look.
It's true. I mean, we all saw it.
What was his name? His catfish, like Mike Jones or something.
Mike Jones? Was it Mike Jones?
Michael Johnson or something.
Yeah, it was like Michael Johnson or something.
Mike Jones, like the rapper. Mike Jones.
Yeah, that was funny.
I would never let him forget that though. I would like print a picture of the catfish and hang it on the wall.
Yeah. I agree. I would hang that
the third person in our relationship. Yeah.
Oh, Mike Jones.
So she says, Sumit's like, well, you know the situation and you know my parents. And Jenny's like, no, I'm done with this. This is always your reason, the parents. The first time I came, the second time I came, and now the third time, and I'm done. She's booking her flight and I'm effing leaving. F you, Sumit.
You think they're going to get married?
Yes.
Do you think they're going to get married next week?
Yes.
No. You don't think so? I guess I don't think so.
I think she's gonna keep dragging his feet, but she needs to actually leave to show him that she means business. Because if she doesn't like actually do something, he's never gonna believe her and just keep on doing whatever.
But she's left 3 times.
But she's had to leave. Now she has to leave again.
Right. So what's the difference?
She's had to, because she was planning, or I guess he was saying that like this is gonna happen the next time. This is gonna happen the next time. But now she really has to go, and now there's no reopening in sight for her. You know what I mean? Because coronavirus just closed everything.
Okay, right.
So she needs to, like, if she does leave, she needs to like demand he set a date and have a ring and everything, you know?
I don't know. I would want what she wants. I want to get married that afternoon.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Can you get married? Is polygamy allowed?
Is he not divorced yet? Is that still the thing? He's not divorced?
I don't think he's officially divorced. They didn't say.
I don't know. I know he's hesitant because his parents, if they don't approve, they can do something to block the marriage.
No, the lawyer said like officially they can't do anything. Like they have no power there. But I think it's just that they're gonna disown him, you know?
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah.
Well, Jenny can support you with her $5,000.
Yeah,
Sumit,
I mean,
do it.
I mean, it's better to save that money as opposed to like spending it on keep on going in and out of the country every 6 months.
And I'm sure the flights aren't cheap. She's probably down to like $300.
She working?
I don't think so. Maybe she's teaching English. I mean, they speak English, so what could she do?
I don't know. But if
What's
he
he
doesn't
doing?
do it, what's he doing? I don't know.
Still working at the call center? Scamming other ladies? He hasn't retired the Mike Johnson persona.
And their house looks nice, so they must be doing something.
That's true. It does look nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to be able to afford the astrologer, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, why does she want to stay in India so bad? For him? Just because she got rid of everything in America?
Well, because she loves him and he can't come to the US.
What do you think about their future? Are they going to make it?
Yeah.
Me too.
Do you think she's gonna? So you think they're gonna get married and she's not gonna have to leave?
I don't know if they're actually going to get married. I think eventually they will, but I don't know how soon it's going to be. Because I
hope
mean,
it's
like,
next week.
if she is able to let go of the catfish, then she'll let anything go. You know what I mean?
Mm.
She's not going to leave him for real.
Yeah. All right. I'm looking forward to this couple also. I don't know. I like them. Like what you said, Sumit is messed up, but there is something likable about him.
He's like an adorable goof. Not in the same way Steven is. That guy's a goof.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Well, we got some couples left to see, but this is it
Oh
for this week.
yeah. Kenny and Armando.
The superstars.
Is there one more besides them?
I don't know.
Yes, I think there's one more new couple.
Is it Melisa and Cheesesteak?
No, like they're gone, I think.
Oh,
Let me
they're not
see.
in there. Oh, dang it. Did they get married? Melisa and Cheesesteak?
No, I think that's it. It's just Kenny and Armando's the only other one.
Oh, really? There's not one more new couple?
No, I'm looking at on the preview on the image it doesn't show any. Let me check something else.
Sorry, I keep clearing my throat.
Yeah, that's it. It's all of them.
All right. I guess they're going to save the whole episode for Kenny and Armando.
Yeah, seriously. The superstars.
Yeah. All right. So just real quick, I want to say thank you to everybody who gives a 5-star review. We really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please give us a review. It really helps us keep creating the podcast. I'll leave a link in the description to the Patreon. With that said, thank you, Dylan. Thank you, B. Anything else?
No, thank you guys. We're excited for this season.
New season.
New people, new fresh blood.
Yeah.
Fresh blood, guys.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.